Many-to-many relationship, assigning course day and time. Another free lesson to help you become a better coder. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Your continued support helps make these videos possible. And as always, I thank you all for watching this video. So in this tutorial, we are going to be adding a couple of functions for loading temporary records and assigning the day and time to the course. In the next series, we will add a form to list course by day. This is going to be a report type form. Let's go coding. Alright, let's go to our folder. We are going to continue from last video that I put out. Many-to-many demo. Copy, paste, and let's make that a 2. Alright, let's make that a 2. Let's go in there. Alright, let's pop it open. So last time what we did was we prepped this guy, getting ready to assign this guy. Alright, this guy right here. Alright. So today we are going to add a subform to list the day and time. All right. So what we want to do is we want to list these guys right here. Okay, hold on just a second here. Let me go ahead and add this guy. We want to list this guy right here. Alright, and that way we can select. See how we got a selector on this side? That way we can select or toggle on and off. Alright, so let's see how I do this. I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of this form. Control C, Control V, and all I'm going to do here is just add an S in front. Alright, let's go and massage it. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this guy to text box. To text box. And being a subform, we don't need this button. So I'll go ahead and go in here and remove all the bits. Alright, we'll come back and add some more later if we need. But one thing that I want to do is let's add a form header like so. Alright, and I'm going to copy one of these labels and put it up here and get rid of these labels because they're going to be query. Alright, so let's go to all here, record source. We are going to remember we're going to be using this course day time temp. So let's go in there and select course day time temp right there. Alright, and while we add it on this properties sheet, see this says default view single form. We are going to make that continuous. While we add it, see this record selector, we don't want it, and we don't want the navigation. All we want is just to click the checkboxes, which will load it up later. Alright, also while we're on the property sheet, down here there's allowed additions right here. Take that out. Allow deletion, take that out, and that's it. Alright, Control S, Now let's populate this guy in there. That record source is going to be course ID. Make sure you change the name as well. This guy, course date ID. Again, change to name. This would be time, course time. This would be day name, and this would be time name. And then you know what, I'm going to delete that guy. I will go ahead and make this guy really teeny tiny. These are going to be hidden, alright, so I'm going to push this up right there for now. They're going to be hidden, so I'll go ahead and select all of them, and see right here, visible, we'll make that no. Alright, now let's this time right here, you know what, let's make a day out here first, and I think they might be too long. I think Wednesday is the longest. I'm going to put right there, and this guy will be time, so time like that is good. Let's move that guy up there. Oh, that's overlapping. We don't want the overlap. There you go. Alright, and then we are going to put this guy right behind this time. So right click, send it to back. Good. Alright, so that's good. That is good. Now I want to make this guy right there. Copy that, paste. Let's make this guy same width as the time. Right click, narrows. Perfect. Alright. That looks pretty good, by the way. You know, I don't like that. I don't like that color. I'm going to change the back color here. Now you can change your back color however you want. I just don't like that. And I'm going to make this guy alignment center, and then weight large, and then give it the back color differently. That looks pretty good, I think. We're almost done on this form, by the way. I'll go ahead and collapse this guy. Yeah. Now I'm going to add this checkbox. Alright. Add that checkbox. Ah, come on. Pretty particular. And then delete this label. See this checkbox right here? I'll go ahead and select that to selected. Select it, copy, make it selected as a name, and let's move this guy to the front of that guy. Right about there. That's too tall. Oh, that looks good. How about get that guy out from the wall? Oh, that looks good right there. And then I'm gonna make this guy like that. So that looks good. Alright. One other thing that I want to do, excuse me, since this guy right here says when you click on this detail bar, and look at this, alternate back color. I think it doesn't look good with the alternate color. I don't like it. This way it looks uniform. Alright, let's take a look. Do we have anything in here? Okay, we got something in there. So we're gonna take a look. Let's view. Nice. Just like that. That's what we want to see. Alright. That's what we want to see. So close that out. That's good. Now let's go to the main form. This is the main form. I'm just going to pull this guy and bring it right over there. Alright. And then take this label out. I think that right there is good. What do you think? Right there is good. I'm just going to move this guy down that way. Now we don't need this guy, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that button. And also get rid of the click event. Alright, let's pop back to the front. Just like that. Let's take a look. Actually, you know what? We need to make this guy a little longer. Just a tad longer. Not a whole lot. That way. There. Let's take a look. There you go. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. You see that? That's exactly what we want. And this guy should be locked. That guy should be locked. We should not be able to change anything. Good. Alright. So what we want is that when we click on this guy, we want to add that code. Oh, you know what? Let's change that label name. When we click this guy right here, we want to add the day to the course. We want to add it to here because these are the reference. Alright, so if we toggle on or check, we want to add it in here. If we deselect, we want to remove it. That's what we want to do. Alright, so but look at this. We don't want that. We want to say day, and here we want to say time. And I don't like the way that guy move out. So I'm gonna move this guy right there. Select the course, stay with it. Right click, say widest. Similarly, if I move that guy to there, select the course time, right click, widest. Perfect. Alright. So that's what we want. We want to be able to click this guy and add the stuff. Alright, so let's Control S, close it. Let's go back. Let's go to this module here. Let's add some functions. Alright, now we're done with this guy. Okay, this is more like a one-time deal. When you install your application, you should load this up right away. That way the course and the daytime exists always. This guy right here. This guy should always exist. Alright, we did that last video. So, and you shouldn't have to do it again unless you want to add more hours or more time. Alright, so what we want to do here, we want to be able to add the reference to the at the day and time to the course. I'm thinking we can just thinking out loud. I'm thinking we can just add one function to do the two tasks. How about add remove course day time. Alright, so now we need to send in the int. This would be the come on, course ID. This would be the ID. Alright, val I course day ID as integer, val I course time ID as integer. Alright, and we also need to know if it's add or remove. So we should also send in val boolean selected as boolean. That's that. Alright, so now in here we can say if be selected, then else, then if. So if it's selected, we want to insert. Alright, so we're gonna need SQL as string. So we're gonna say SQL equals insert into course day time reference, and that will be your course ID, course day ID, space it out, course time ID, and then values. I'm going to move to the next line, and here we're going to add parentheses. So the ID would be I course ID, comma, I course day ID, add, comma, I course time ID, just like that, and now what happened there? Oh, right here is I missed the double quote right in front of that guy. There you go. You gotta be quick with this guy. You gotta be quick. So now if it's deselected, then SQL equal, this is simple, we say delete from, I'm gonna copy this guy right here, delete from where course ID equals I course ID and course day ID equals, that would be I course day ID and course time ID equals I course time ID, and I'm going to move this guy down right there. Alright, so that's what we have. Okay, so this SQL will always be something, either this guy or this guy. That's it. So we finally say current db execute. Alright, that's that. That will perform two tasks. Alright, now now when we launch this guy, for instance, we launch this guy, bam, we want to populate this guy based on what it is selected here. Alright. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's close this guy for now. Let me show you. We are going to delete this guy. So initially, this guy is going to be empty, just like this. Initially, this guy is going to be empty like that. Watch. When we launch this guy, you see there, we want to populate this guy so that we have something. And this guy will be based on what it is selected here. For instance, if we select this guy, see there, we want to, this guy should be, when we select this, we should list this guy based on the selection. Alright? And so we don't have anything. We got to find a way to load this guy. Alright? But we already create these two guys to be loaded and unload. Alright? So let's go in there. So now we're going to add, similar to this function right here, we're going to say load unload course. That's too long. Let's call add, just like that guy. Remove course day time temp. Alright, course day time temp. Alright, so we want to know b, I'm going to say add as boolean. Alright, that would, we are going to determine if b add, then else and if. See there? So if it's add, one thing we need to do, I want to show you one thing we need to do. Notice this guy right here. When I click on this, see that warning? It says you are about to run an append query. We don't want this warning to show up every time we execute these two guys. Alright, so this is how you turn it off. Once you come in here, you just say do command set warning false. So we're going to turn it off, and we'll go ahead and turn it back on exit. Set warning true. Alright, that will prevent that warning showing up. Okay, and now we can do our stuff. And here we're going to say do command open query. Alright, oops, it needs something inside. It can't just be empty. So now we're just gonna copy that and put it right there. Okay. I noticed the course assignment here, I'm missing an R. Yeah, you know what? Let's make that guy the right way. Course, and then rename this guy as well. Yeah, sometimes it's too small. I can't tell if I spell right or wrong. So now I'm gonna come over here, pretend that I'm gonna rename. I'm gonna copy that, hit escape, come back in here. I've got that in here. I'm gonna put that right here as well, and this is just being a delete. That's it. So that will load up the stuff. Alright. That's one thing that we need to do in here. Alright, but I'm going to show you this before we add it, otherwise you would not understand. I want to go step by step to show you what's going on. I think that's how I like to share with people, is the logic that I go about doing this. All right. First off, let's go to unload event here. You see, we did that, and remember I said we want this list to be based on the course day, the selected course. So what we need here is if this guy is not null, let's close this guy. We're gonna say daytime DB access. We want to false. We want to remove the previously listed. Alright. For instance, if we change from course 100 to course 200, we want to remove the previous one. And once we got this guy, we want to reload this guy. So here we'll say, oh, you know what? This should be called here. I'm just gonna copy this guy because it's essentially the same thing. But here is what I was talking to you about. Because if I don't tell you, you wouldn't understand. So when we add this guy, we want to know which one that we're loading for. Alright? Well, we don't really know here because it just said remove and add. That's it. Remove and add. And this toggle and this, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. That way you understand. Let's load this up. Currently it's empty. See that? Currently it's empty. It's still empty. Is it really empty? Look at this. It's still empty. So something's not quite right. So let's take a look. Did it come over here? Did it come in here? Let's take a look. Did it go in there? Let's close that out. It did? Oh, false. That's why. False. Yeah, we copy that guy into here. Alright, that's no problem. We change that to true. Alright, my bad. So remember, I copied this guy and put it in here. I forgot to change to true. True means add. Alright, so now if we do this, I bet you it's already added. There you go. Alright, but you say, wait a minute, it's not listing it. Good question. Why is that? Why is that? Alright, let's fix this. Let's fix that. Before we do that, one thing I noticed here, when we close this form, we also want to dump this guy. Should we? Well, when we come in, we're going to remove anyways, so that's okay. Alright, we don't need to yeah, because when we come in here, we're gonna remove it anyways and then load new one. Alright, so that's fine. Or if you want to be technical, you can just do this. If you want to be technical, you can just do that and copy this guy. Alright, but you could do that or just leave it the way it is without having a close in here, because anytime you load this guy, it's going to do this anyways. Right? That's why. But if you want to be technical, you can do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, because I'm going to show you when I close this guy always is going to also be deleted. Is it? There you go. Exactly. So our functions work as coded. That's good. No hiccups. Alright, no hiccups. But what I really want to do here, alright, let's revisit this guy. See this right here? This is the course ID. Alright. Well, that course ID That course ID, really, that course ID, really you cannot really set anything to it because it's bound to the record set. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to copy this guy, paste, and I'm going to change that booger to txt course ID. Alright, now we can set that guy. Alright, and the reason being, and I will show you why, it's not where I want it to be way up here. Oh, hold on. How come it doesn't want to go up there? Well, copy and then click this guy. There you go. And then I'm going to move this guy back up there. The reason why we need that is because remember I said we want this list to be based on the selection, and you cannot set it and assign it to course ID to the bound records. Alright, so that is no, but you can do this. We can type public sub refresh yeah, form, like that. And then when we click refresh form, we can say me txt equals forms course assignment txt course ID. Alright, and now you can say no, you don't have to do that. My bad. You don't have to do that because there's only one guy in there. No, we don't have to do that. My bad. But you need it anyways because you need this guy anyways. Alright, you need this guy because when we click that guy, we want to, yeah, let me show you, and we'll go back to that one later. I'm going to select this guy, see this click event right here. Let me show you. If not is no, see where I'm doing it, see there, and well, yeah, then like so. Alright, now we're going to say call time db access at time today. No, right there. This will be me txt course. This will be me course day ID. This will be me course time ID, and this would be me selected. See there? And that's how we do it. So that's how we do it, and it's that easy. Alright, and you know what, I'm going to remove this guy from there and put it in here. Alright, so the way I feel is that this guy should be loaded. Alright, this list should be loaded before we can click. Alright, so it only makes sense to set it in here. Alright, and this list is based on this course ID from the main form. But right here, what I want to do here is I want to say me source record source, not source of record, equal I just want to select everything. Alright, just kind of refreshing it. So this would be a course day time temp. That's all I want to do here. Alright, because I noticed it didn't refresh. And now I'm going to go back in here. Once we've done this guy, I want to say call, see if I can call this guy, or I can just do this forms. You do this form course assignment dot form. Hold on. Dot form s in there. Course assignment dot form. Refresh form, like that. Alright, or you could just do this, oops, yeah, that means the same thing. Alright, so if that works, let's see if that works. So I'm going to close this out, close that out. So let's open this guy up. Let's see if it does what we want it to do. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to do. Remember last time it didn't load this guy? This time it does. Alright. So now what happened if we click on this? Let's double check this guy, make sure we don't have anything in here. Good, we don't have anything in there. Let's click on this. Let's look. See there? Nice. And let me see this guy. Nice. Oh, it didn't add. You see that? It didn't add. So what happened here? We got to refresh that guy, but it really doesn't matter. Alright, because we're selecting it. So I'm going to go back in here. We want to when we click on this guy, when we do this, what we want to do here is I wonder if we could do this. Course ID equal let's see if it allows us to add. Alright, let's do this guy. We got 2. What about this guy? 1. Okay, the other one didn't set, but that's okay. Now what happened if we close this guy? Alright, what happened if we close this guy and then come back? Will this guy will these 2 guys be selected? Let's take a look. We know it's there because we added it. Alright, now watch. I was going to show you, I was going to start coding, but I want you to see this before I start coding. But watch. See how it did not populate this guy? So that's why I left that code out. So now let's do that. So now you can see why what I said earlier. I left this guy here so that you can see what we need to do here. We need to select these guys. See, we pre-populated this guy, but we got to make a selection. Alright, we want to make sure that we select those guys. First off, we're going to need an ID, the course ID. I course ID as int. Oops, not by int val. Alright, we also need let's see, well, we don't need that, we can just come in here. So once we add those guys, we want to say we need OS as bracket set let's see here, let's think we want to get all these references from here. Alright, we want to get all references from here based on this course ID. Course ID could be 1, 2, 3, could be English, could be math, could be civics. So, but we only want selected course ID. Alright, so here we're gonna say set RS equals current DB open, and then we'll say select everything from course day time reference where course ID equals course ID what did we miss? Oh, parentheses. Alright, so that's what we need to have. Once we have that, alright, we want to make sure that we have that. We say if RS record count is greater than 0, then come in here. And if, and then we're going to say set RS equals nothing. Alright, now once it goes in there, it goes in there, we want to update this temp. Alright, we want to update this temp and mark it as selected. Alright, and mark the course ID as selected as set the course ID as well. So we're going to need SQL as string. Back in here, SQL equals update. Update is course day time temp. Set course ID equals now you can use this RS or you could use this. Either way, it doesn't matter. Alright, either way it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to use the RS since we retrieving it. So course ID. We also want to set selected equals 1. That's all we need to do. And then we just say current DB execute SQL. That's it. It looks right to me. What do you think? Alright, let's see if that does. Now, because we add this guy, let's go to this guy. We need to update this guy right here. This would be me. Let's try again. Me CBO, comma. Alright, and here's the same way, but this one we don't have to use CBO. We can just use text course ID, comma. The reason being is because this is the same as this guy. Alright, Control S. Well, I think that looks good. What do you think? What do you think? Let's take a look. I select all of them. Yeah, I select all of them. What's going on? Let's close that out. Argument. here. CBO course. Let's see what's going on. Let's see why I didn't do that correctly. So we say, oh, duh, we forgot one thing here. Where, no wonder, where course day ID, my bad. Where course day ID, that's why. Course day ID equal course day ID. Forgot the there, and I'm gonna break this apart because it's getting a little lengthy. I can do that and add that to there. Let's continue. We need that, and course time ID equals OS course time ID just like that. Alright, just like that. Now that should only mark the courses that match this guy. Okay, before we didn't do this where clause, so it marked everybody. Alright, now let's double check. There's nothing in there. Good. There should only be 2 guys. Alright, there should be only 2 guys marked. Let's take a look. Nice. I see 1. What happened to the other one? Is it in here? Say we're missing Monday 9 o'clock. So let's take a look. Why did we miss 9 o'clock? Oh, I know why. You know why there? Show you why. I'll go ahead and close them all out. Let me show you why. So there are going to be a list of them, not just one. We only set the first one. So what we want to do here, we want to say move first. Alright, there goes again. This is when you start recognizing things quickly. Alright, until OS here. So we're gonna do this and loop and then I'm gonna push this guy in. And don't forget, as always, when you do a loop, you don't forget this, otherwise you get spinning move next. That's all you have to do. Alright, that's all you have to do. Let's try that again. This time, bam. See there? That's how that works. Good, we're done. Basically, that's what we came to do. Alright, so now if we select different course, say how about as a matter of fact, I'm going to change this guy. Normally courses in US, if there's a course on Monday, there's always a course on Wednesday about the same time. So I'm going to change this right here to how about English 2. It didn't refresh. What happened there? I know what happened here because I never select this guy as an event, the on click event. So let's click that. So that's the thing you have to recognize. Alright, and here I'm just going to call this guy right here. Move this guy right there. That's what happens when you start doing things. You start recognizing, oh, I didn't set this, I didn't set that, and you know, you have to be quick as a programmer. Alright, so I'm going to it didn't, oh, I changed that to Wednesday. I bet you. There you go, Wednesday. Alright, Wednesday. Now I'm going to do this guy. See how it removed that guy. Alright, so the English 200 is Monday at 9, Wednesday at 9, Alright, when I change this guy, that's going to reload to the real top. Watch. See, that's one Monday. I'm going to change this guy. Watch. Math. See that's gone. Math is on Tuesday. Math is on Tuesday at 9. And Thursday at 9. And Friday at 9. Alright, normally it's like that. From my memory, that's been so long ago, over 30 years ago, close to 40. Whoa. Alright, so let's select some more. How about some 1 o'clock? How about math 2? Let's see. How about math 1? Math 1 is Monday at 1. Wednesday at 1, Friday at 1. We're gonna do a couple more and then we're gonna call it quit, because that's what we came to do. Alright, so this is math 2, Monday at 2, Wednesday at 2, Friday at 2. As we click on this thing, alright, we are adding to this guys, by the way. You see there? And then now let's move to advanced math. We got advanced math. Now advanced math, you're so good. You're so good. You only need to do 2 days, Tuesdays and Thursday. That's it. 9. And then let's move on to chemistry. Chemistry, 10 o'clock. Chemistry is hard. You gotta have Wednesday and Friday as well. Right. So the next video, what I want to do is to create another form as a report, and then we can query it by day. For example, if we select Monday, we want to see what are the courses taught on Monday. Alright, so that's what we want to see. And this civics, yeah, civics is a later time. This is when everybody gets sleepy. Alright, yeah, civics is boring. 2 o'clock, Thursday 2 o'clock is boring. Yeah, that's gonna put you to sleep. And lastly, we're gonna do computer. Let's say intro to computer. Yeah, this is easy course, so you want to take one class. Let's make this guy Wednesday at 3, Friday at 3. That's it. Alright, that's all we came to do today. So next time we're gonna come in here and add another form, and I'm gonna show you how to query by day. Alright, query by day, and then we're gonna list off what are the courses taught on each day. Alright, there you have it. Happy programming. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell. And also comment below, and if you need help, inbox me. Thanks again.